we're back with the micro sluice and the mystery dump material, but this time we have ground it to 30 mesh minus, not 14 mesh. That should give us better recovery. We're still waiting on the assays from the last batch, so we're kind of guessing a little bit. But rather than sit around and do nothing, we thought we'd go ahead and do the next obvious thing, which is grind it finer. I've also got a few other little things that we're going to test once we're done here, because we were able to investigate a few things. So let's go ahead and get the last of this material fed, and then we'll see what's happening. Okay, now we're at the end of the 100 pounds, and as each bucket gets low, we just pour it into the next bucket. So this is the heaviest stuff out of everything. So let's see what happens when we run this in here. In theory, we might have a fairly good gold concentration in here. We've already cleaned the sluice out twice because it was loading up with brown heavies, I presume iron oxide. And in the previous test, those seem to have a fair amount of gold in them, both visually under the microscope and also when Eva smelted it down.
Well, we're definitely seeing more gold migrating over to this side. There's bands of it that I can see, but I don't know whether they'll show on the camera or not.
I don't know. We'll be done here pretty quick. Out of the way. See about changing this position.
Yeah.
Because it likes to pull sideways. It's undesirable.
Yeah, there's bands of gold in there.
That's a chunky piece.
Huh?
Yeah, that is gold.
Told you it was gold.
Yeah, that's gold right there.
Uh-huh.
So you can see we have a lot of very dark material in there, iron oxide, something. I found this is the easiest way to empty this thing. shut off the pumps. A little bit of dawn. My other pans are other places right at the moment. Some are at the apartment, and some are in the back of the truck. See the gold right there?
Wow. Yeah.
Now that is why I really don't like to go swoosh like this to wash the stuff out of the pan, because when you go like this, and that's just a line of gold there, you don't want to be swishing up there. At most, you'd want to maybe do something like that. But that brown stuff, if it's similar to what we had in the first batch, see, by doing it this way, the gold is always up in this area here. It's not at the edge. But that brown stuff had significant amounts of gold. And it could either be smelted or batch leached in something like a bucket or whatever.
Yeah, what I call the chocolate beads.
Yeah, well, what I call the get in the way of the light. Makes it hard. So as far as I'm concerned, all this stuff in here should be reprocessed. None of that is going to be low enough grade to just throw away, not in my opinion. And I don't know how much is crystal locked or what. Now, because that brown stuff was showing good values, we emptied the sluice box 3 times so that if it built up in there, it wasn't going to start getting rejected and thrown out the back. See the gold right there?
Yeah.
Now let's see what happens. I'm rotating the pan this way. There's the gold showing up.
Well, there's some honking big chunks of rock
Stuff.
need to come out of there, but
I'm going to repan all of this stuff because that's just way too...
yeah, that's just ludicrous. That's ludicrous.
I think that's all gold right there.
Yeah, that's all ludicrous gold, dude.
Let's see what we got in the way of magnetics.
Yeah, it would probably be a really good idea. Now is the time to find out.
See, a lot of those rocks are
Yeah.
fairly magnetic.
Well, the ones I smelted from the last
Holy
mystery
Toledo,
stuff
look at that.
were the magnetics, and the magnetics turned out really interesting. Yeah, that stuff turned out real interesting when I smelted it. We need your special panning magnet right now.
Yeah, it'd be nice. You can also just take a piece of saran wrap and put it over the end of this.
Yeah, that's some ludicrous gold. And silvery stuff. This mystery dump is proving to be quite interesting. That white rock should...
Look at how deep that gold is.
Yeah.
That's... Oh, God. Always something. Never can just work.
Oh, this stuff's gonna have to be...
Well, we really need a snifter bottle. If you look on top in there where the air rifle is, I think you'll see a snifter bottle there.
Okay. I'll go get that while you... Wow.
That's a lot better than the first one, I'd say.
Oh, yeah. That's like some ludicrous gold.
There's a chunk of gold there.
Yeah, that definitely looks like a chunk of gold.
Moving around a lot, though.
Well, maybe gold stuck to something. Wow. That is beat up.
Just let the bottle.
And it's got some good on the outside too of the cap when it... Yeah, there's some chunky stuff showing up now in that crease over here.
Working on it.
No, I'd say the mystery dump is pretty darn interesting as dumps go. Just saying. That's definitely the coarsest gold we've ever seen out of a hard rock dump.
Well, up here.
Up here. Well, we don't count anything that happens in Arizona because Arizona sucks rocks. It's known.
Now that silvery material there is probably electrum. Because I've already done the magnetic thingy, but let's just see what happens if I go all magnetic on it again. See, absolutely nothing. That's electrum.
Yep. And there was quite a lot of it in the last one too. And that chocolate brown stuff, no idea, but that...
Trying to wash that brown away.
You know, you still have a whole lot of silver down that end.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. And there's some gold in there
And
too.
there's
I
gold
can
in
see
there
it.
too, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Let's see. We can get that up to the crease. Come on, you piece of crap. Problem is the brown stuff gets up there too. The coarser brown stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying
And
to
silver and gold stuff is
push
still
that
down there
away.
too, so...
Let's see what happens here now. XP Metal Detectors made this snuffer bottle. I like it because the bottle is stiff enough that it gets good suction. It's one of my big complaints about snuffer bottles, is they'll sit there and they'll make a snuffer bottle that doesn't suck. Well, if it doesn't snuffer, what kind of snuffer bottle is it, you know? Okay, now we're gonna redo everything. Watch your feet. See what we get the second time around. It is better to do many repetitions than it is to go really slow and careful in one repetition, because every mistake you make, if you only do it once, you never undo it. Whereas if you do it numerous times, any mistake you make, you can avoid the next time. Whether you do or not is a different question, but at least you have the opportunity. And again, get it on the bottom of the pan, then move it forward smoothly and relatively briskly.
Yeah,
and the gold will lag behind.
And there's still some gold and silver in there.
But that's what happens when you wash the material out. You can wash that stuff out too. At most, just like that. Now you can see there's vastly less in here than when we started. And we'll go ahead and do this and snuffer it up again. With the exception of the large particles, you could always leach this.
It looks like there's another chunk of gold right there.
Looks like a pretty big one right there.
Yeah, and I see, what is that one?
It's way too light. Okay, so there's the chunkier gold, and that's, for hard rock, that's awesome chunky gold. And there is the not so chunky gold. So that's it for the concentrates right now. Mystery dump at 30 mesh grind. Now I'll check the tailings. Well, we're ready to leave here, and we're going to leave the pad uncovered to try and get some evaporation. So I'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll do some more games. But it was a very productive day.
Gotta go straight to my doctor's appointment.
Oh shit, yeah, let's go. Happy prospecting and keep it safe out there. Well, we're ready to leave here, and we're going to leave the pad uncovered to try and get some evaporation. So I'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll do some more games. But it was a very productive day.
Gotta go straight to my doctor's appointment.
Oh shit, yeah, let's go. Happy prospecting and keep it safe out there.